Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, the children of God, the ones in UK, the ones in America, the ones in Nigeria, wherever you are, lend me your ears, like we used to say in those days. Lend me your ears and listen to me attentively. If you can share this little advice of mine, this heart-to-heart chat I want to make with my own people, with our own people, then I would do appreciate you share it accordingly. You share it among people in your downstreams, okay? Share it to friends, share it, let it reach to Soludo, to Ifai, to Peter Mba, to all those Fulanis that has, the clothes of Igbo people in Biafra land. Please, let this get to them. If any one of you today, wherever you are, you're saying that this seat at home is not really paining you or paining other ones, it's a lie. I'm going somewhere. It's paining you. But it's nothing to the pain you will encounter once the Fulani and the Tinubu and Buhari, games and the entire jihadist people, the Islamic people, the plans they have for you, black Igbo people, black Africans, then you will know, you will say, we better be dead than continue with this lifestyle. I know that many things have trespassed in Nigeria, and that is true. We probably don't know history. I was born and bred up in Enugu, in my own village. I don't want to mention the village right now. And then, but we were all, my father and my mom lived in Barkinladi. I just want to put that across. But my mom, when she wanted to give birth to me, personally, I can remember it is, she brought me back to Biafra land. She came back to Biafra land. That's where she gave birth to me, my very person. I think my elder sister and others, I guess almost all of them were born in Barkinladi in Jos area. So I mean, a full-blooded Igbo man, Biafra man. Oh yes. I don't mean they are not full-blooded. I'm just joking, trying to narrate something, convey a heart-to-heart message to most of you. There is one thing. When Nigeria was really, at least let's say it was, things were moving fine. We don't have any evil feelings like you don't want to associate with a Hausa person, because in those days I really don't know about Fulani people. What I know is Hausa people, and apart from the Hausa people, I can say another group of people I know is the ones we call Shosho. The Shosho people, the ones they don't have dress on them, they put all this leaf in front and back, and when they are walking, is doing chakacham, chakacham, chakacham. I saw them with my little child's eyes, little small boy eyes. The Fulani, I know them. What I know the Fulani for is they are carrying, moving around with this their nama. That's what I know them. They don't even. I don't even remember they are the ones selling suya, and it's the Hausa people. The way I can phantom it back in then. And the next thing I can remember of the Fulani is that when they are carrying their Fula Inono, selling them, hawking them around, Fula Inono, okay? With, I think it's madder or something that looks like a, oil, sort of thing, with a very, sort of tasty, I still remember, if you use it to cook something like acha, I think it's acha. Oh, it's so, it gives it a certain flavor. I'm going somewhere. The other thing I know Fulani very well of is when they are going to get married. It happens once in a while. I can't remember because when as somebody who studied tourism and did social cultural animation, where I majored, okay, I had a document. I documented something about them. I worked because I was a Nigerian then. We are Nigerians trying to see areas we can market, showcase to the international world as something events. They can come and be a part and see what's going on. These Fulani people, I know where we live, where my father's house, there is a school very close and a little playing ground in front of our house. And behind that school, there's a football ground where, I was so small, I don't use that, I was going. But that football ground, it's where the Fulani comes to do what they just call Yaro Yaisha di Kina. I think I'm getting it right. Yaro Yaisha di Kina, right? Yaro Yaisha di Kina. That is why they come to do they do their whipping and marriage thing, and the women will be, you know, it's colorful, in a way, and they'll be beating them. They do all this, their incantation, medication, so they don't hurt themselves. So any man who can stand it, I think at the end, then we pick the lady of his own choice. That is what we go there around. We are peeping, watching how they are doing it, and every other thing. How they're taking the whip, how they are protecting them, and if I don't know if it still happens. That's what I know about the Fulani. But we didn't know that Little was, Sardona of Sokoto and the rest of them, they started taking the Fulani people to put them into the army so that they can grow, so that because they had a plan. It's been a long time. These people had this plan to take over now. It's a long thing. It's not now. But the only difference with them is that they can hide their secret. They are not like we, the Jewish of Africa, the saboteurs. They are not like us. They can, they play their game. They are very crafty. Yes, that's the best word to use. Very, very crafty. The animal that is most crafty created is the serpent. And you know whom the serpent is? That is where their mind comes from. That's where their mind comes from. So, as I'm speaking, they started to, that's what I know about the Fulani. And they infiltrated, without even education, without knowing anything. We had when the Hausa guy got one when he went to Jupu, he couldn't even understand one word of what Jupu was speaking. Jupu was an Oxford trained, person, not a class of Goan anyway. So, not a class of Goan is not a class of Jupu in any way at all, and he knows that. Okay, what am I driving to? In those days, in the military, as an army officer, most of all these our ladies, we are just jumping from and Fulani, the army guys doesn't, once they take all those their drugs and every other thing and every other thing, any woman, they're just looking for the most beautiful woman. And it was an honor to them to get involved with Igbo ladies. So they started polluting our domain. They started using our domain, our women. And some of them, many ladies will just take in, then come and sleep with their bobo today or tomorrow, and they say, now this baby thing from me, but it's from my Fulani man. So most of these saboteurs we have today, like Peter Mba and the rest of them, if you look clearly to them, you see that have there is Fulani blood or Hausa blood in them. And DNA doesn't lie. Whatever you say now, they don't care. They will still stay to bear witness from where their blood comes from. Please, I never employ people to share this thing. Take it to them, because any correct true Igbo indigenous person of Igbo Biafra person will like to leave Nigeria. No matter the amount of wealth you have accumulated, no matter the amount of houses you've got in Nigeria, you will like to leave. Because by the last Biafra Nigerian war, media wasn't as popular as it is today. We all know about that. But now, there is a way to recover. No matter whatever they must have taken, the houses and every other thing, there is a level where you go to discuss about it, and you get back your money, your houses, or you sell it off, or it will be valued and you recover your money. And come and invest it in Igbo land. Why should we continue? You have seen people whose agenda is to kill you. Just can you have any time you guys have, sit back behind your chairs and imagine, why is these people determined to keep us together with themselves? You know they don't love you. You know they don't like you. In fact, everything proves it every second of the minute, and it proves it. Buhari has finished with all the top Fulani, all the Fulanis in the top positions and the few of the houses and every other thing, and then he'll give you the bread, the one that fall out of the table, maybe once in a, just to pretend. Okay, I gave the speaker of the military is an Igbo man, just for him to say what they want, if he wants to continue to get his pay. Man, I really don't understand. Why is it that till date we don't understand that these people want to enslave you? God forbid, because I will use God forbid before I say what I will say, so that it doesn't take the ground, because there is power of in the words we speak. If these people succeed today to take off, control the whole of Biafra land, take over the whole of us, we will be enslaved for all of you that will be alive, our children. Because honestly speaking, the people that bothers me today, they are the children we have now. These children we have now, unless we just want to abandon them in Europe. Europe is not the best place for even our children. They can get the education here, but if we have a safe home, which is in our country, in our hometown in Biafra, that's where they belong. That's where they belong. If I, till this today date, believe in my country, I will believe in my country, Biafra, for my own children. Yes, I think since 1982, I have French passport. Since 1982. You can imagine that. So I will tell people to hell with all of you. And since 1996, I've been in over UK with an European, stamped leg. So Nigeria doesn't make any sense to me. The last time I came to, whatever I have used Nigerian passport to this, when I visit Nigeria, instead of going for visa and I come into, I show them the passport. That was the only thing. I've never traveled to any country and I'm presenting Nigerian passport. For what? For what? It doesn't have weight. It doesn't have backing. It doesn't give you any respect. And I tell you, no matter Peter Obi has become the president, which you have all seen, what we were telling you, the Nigerian passport will never have value, because in 8 years, no human being can give it value. If Nigerian passport had value, why the Tinubu, who has nothing, a drug dealer and every other thing, why should he go and take Guyana? I learned he has about 3 foreign passports. Why that? Because he was using it for his criminal activities. It should be a president. It doesn't make any meaning to me. It's not gonna preside over me. Okay, that's why I told my relatives, you will not see me in Nigeria until Biafra come. You will not see me again in Nigeria. That entity, I will maybe go and visit when it calms down, because maybe I still have friends or people who invite you. If everything's settled, then why not visit them? I take their visa, I go and visit them. See somebody I want to see. May I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was so happy when, Mazi Simon Ekpa, oh my God, when he corrected, yes, because the autopilot, it was people gave that, they tried to say we, because Mazi Simon Ekpa, I knew everything he said. Mazi Simon Ekpa said that this movement, this agitation has now gone to autopilot, and that was when we were combing away the goats among the sheep. Those people who sold out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, those people, and they are still collecting money. But I have, as a servant of God, and as a true believer of Jesus Christ, and as an evangelist, because I have won souls for the kingdom. God have used me, not because out of my own power. No, he was watering me, using me, and I won souls. I don't go to tell them lies. They see the demonstration of the power of God, and they give their life to God. It's just like nobody will follow Pastor Jerry Eze. Let I use him as an example. Nobody will follow Pastor Jerry Eze today. Listen, see what's happening in that. What God cannot do does not exist. See what's happening in NSPPD today. And if you don't believe that Jesus Christ is Lord, then Lucifer is your lordship. Mind-blowing testimonies like the ones I list today. Oh my God. At times I have tears of joy flowing through me. I have tears of joy. I just want to listen to this guy praise. A few days ago, last week, I was saying to myself, this guy prays 24 hours all around. He prays non-stop. And a day or 24 hours later, I had the news of people talking jargon, a guy talking rubbish about it. I looked at that guy. He's so a nice, handsome-looking guy. I thank God there's another prophet who now revealed that it was another pastor in South that paid them, using them, because they want to, these are people you follow. Men of God, the type of men of God you follow. Okay, that is a different one altogether. Yes, but after he finishes doing the miracle, he said to you, the greatest miracle is the miracle of soul. Give your life to Jesus. That's how you convince. You see the demonstration of the power of God. Nobody will tell you, Islamize you. We don't Christianize you by telling you it is a do or die. Like the Buhari people and the whole of Islamic nation does it. It is a do or die. No, that is not what we are for. We are for this is what God is doing, and you see it, and you know it is the creator of heaven and earth who is using his servant We all pretend we are Christians. We are Christians. Yeah, we are all Christians. We all go to heaven. Okay? But there are, in that heaven, there are generals, there are apostles, there are people who will be, it is, if you think, but I said to myself, I better be a gatekeeper in heaven than to have anything to do with the Islamic nation. I better be. So, and what are you people gaining from all those money they are giving to you? When they say that money is the root of all evils, it's just a way of saying things. Yes, it's a root of all evils. When you allow evil to take you, when you want money to dominate you, to command you, it becomes. I have had the opportunity to allow money dominate me. No, but I refuse. I said, no. There is a word God spoke in my life. Even if it's taking a century for it to manifest, I will wait. I will wait. I say I will wait. I cannot go in for all those. What type of money can someone give you and it denounce Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? Look, all of them, they are not heard. You see that if I Mba, what do they call him? He is not, he doesn't have shishi. He doesn't have money. He is living under people's, under credit and under debt. Putting, I mean, he will end up. Why what he's doing is because if he doesn't do it, the Fulani will send him to prison and he will still go to that prison. He will still go. If he doesn't go there, he will go to prison in Biafra land. Because unless they pack and totally vacate Biafra land. I was listening to him, talking to my PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, trying to tell him and Finland, they come here. Well, that's all they know. Come here. And if we are not abroad, we cannot do the difference because those people that are there, you people has already, messed them up. You have already messed their mind up. When you want people to clamor for you and they, be there, believe you are a good, make them, first of all, take away income from them. Because I was looking at I don't know where we are seated. We were talking to all those young guys, and they were all seated. They are sitting there for what? For 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. Highest 20,000 naira that will be handed over to them just to make sure that sit at home is not working. Did they stop it? No. Sit at home, we're not doing sit at home because it is fun. It is for you pay a price to get a better life. Sit at home. If it starts happening, the bomb and shell and everything starts happening like it's happening in Ukraine today, all of you will sit at home perpetually. You will sit at home until thy kingdom come. Sit at home is attributed to the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Of the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Of the release of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And if he's telling me you love Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and you are enjoying him being there for 2 years and when he has done absolutely nothing. So which means with the accusation with you people, the Fulani has snatched your mind and your souls. You no longer reason. You no longer try to fashion it and say what on earth is going wrong. Why should we allow our own brother? Because what they did to him and they continue doing, they will do to the entire family. They will just come to your village and wipe you people off. Remember, the people they are using are people from Sahel. I had Ifeanyi talking about how he is a senator and how he is a that and that. And Mazi Simon, if you think blah blah, come here and band. You called me 17 times. I monitored. I'm gonna, like, trying to you don't understand. I thank God for Europe where I am. I learned a lot of good things. I learned of a lot of, but how to understand people. There, when someone is raising hand like this, you understand. There are children or people you use sign languages to talk to. Our body language speaks. I can, in a place, talk to my children or talk to my wife with only my eye movement, with body language. We call it body language, but it was of grade. When I was watching him speaking and his body language, even with Soludo, Peter, Mba, and the rest of them, what their body language, I shook my head. Okay? He was talking. He said about Mazi Simon Ekpa, tried to tell him how he is, whatever he is, the lawmakers and the senator, and that one had his running for a counselor in this thing. I can tell you straight now, it's trying to say that you are just an ordinary counselor, you're running, I am a senator. I laughed. I'm telling you the truth. I laughed because this is what they used to deceive all of you there. Someone who is in 419, they are now, the Fulani are using them for their own interests. He's now senator. What did they achieve as senator when the Fulani were taking vice president, when the Fulani, it was said there will never be, because of Nigerian system, secular, there will not be like a Christian president or vice president. Why were them when everything happened? It was said, Buhari said it, after him, power will go to the southeast. When it reached the time, they tell you politics is a thing of number. When they said, okay, Muslim is, you are all Islam there. The only thing making that is holding it not to be declared worldwide is because of indigenous people of Biafra, what we are doing there, the woto going on. That is why you people are still, haven't been, your name is not a change to Muhammad and Buhari and Shehu and Malami and the rest of them. That is why you're not answering those names already. Completely. Because that one, and they will tell the Europeans and the EU and the rest of them, this is an internal thing. Please take off your hand from it. Okay? And those people will just keep quiet because they are getting, if they don't do it, they cut off what they are getting from them. Okay? Which is essential thing, what they are getting from Biafra land, not from Castina, not from Yoruba land, meanwhile. Not from where I don't know where all of them come. Not from Sokoto. Do you know that it's the Sokoto man who pays all the Igwes? He pays them. The payment of all the Igwes and the rest of them is from the Sokoto, Sardona of Sokoto. What do they call it? Oh God, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Igbo. What's wrong with you? And you cannot come together in one mind and one voice and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out. Come out in one word. Yes, we are all staging for this sit at home. They're telling you that your business, your economy is for good business. And the same person telling you that the economy is saying, I'm going to shut down schools and this, that, which means you're not gonna get that income. What are you then? Because that is for them to keep. Then the Fulanis will say, well done, you're doing a good job. Now we know that they don't have any voice. We will make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is dead here. And I remembered I had him with my own ears. Garba Shehu, is that Garba, saying that they will make sure that Nnamdi Kanu perish. That's why they planned to get APC into power. That's why they worked everything to see that an APC man took over Enugu. Because Enugu, has it ever, I can't remember, to APC? No. Please, make una open your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, is there anything wrong with you guys? Is there anything wrong with you guys that you can't even use your IQ? I'm going to stop here. He looked at Simon. Can Ifeanyi go to what? As a doctor, I'm a member first. I understand. I don't want to go into that side now. Okay, you just go to any high institution and give them money. They give you a doctorate degree. Honorary. How do you call it? They give it to you, and you come and doctor. I have a friend when we were in France. He said in his PhD in France, you don't use those names, doctor. In France, when you have your PhD, no way. The only people who have the right to use doctor in France, where I studies in higher education, is only the medical doctors. In Nigeria, everywhere, everybody is doctor. The guy told me, no, I'm going to do it because that is what the interest. I said, well, what I understood in those days, when you do PhD, you end up with going to Nigeria. My own interest was to come back to Nigeria. I say, end up going to lecture. So I'm not, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm okay with my master's. Why am I telling you this? Is that he can't even, nobody will see him in counselor job in does he know what Finland stands for? Does he think it's a Africa? It's a forward nation? Nigeria? Who knows Nigeria? Before Nigeria came, Biafra has been. Jesus told before Abraham I was. Before Nigeria, Biafra was. I'm gonna end up this right here. Please share this, send it across, sit at home. It's gonna go till the dead day. If you come out, I can understand it. Some people survive with the akara. Some people survive. Yes, I know. Okay, I know. It's overwhelming when you see even people you don't know contacting you, asking you of money. While Peter and the rest of them, they're stealing money. They're using it to pull Nakafo Tutugi. Idiots. Bandits. Pharisees. Hypocrites. And as the power invested in me by God Almighty, and as I take off my hat, I ask the Jehovah Shammah, the awesome mighty God, to erase all those idiots in an Igbo. Erase them. I mean uproot them completely. And let their family become the devil. Their home will be in the pit of hell from generation to generation. Nobody will hear about them. There's even anywhere they have their name inscribed in will be erased completely, will be destroyed completely, uprooted. The God who fought for Israelites will do wonders for the children of God in Biafra land. And I thank Mazi Simon Ekpa for telling them the autopilot thing is over. Please, I don't want to see you guys using that word autopilot. That is what we use to at least put them off. Let them be on their own. In my powerful come IPOB, the re-IPOB We are the real IPOB. The Mazin Namdekano people, that's whom we are. The Mazin Samuel Epa people, that's the real IPOB. The government of Biafra in exile, that's the real IPOB. So anybody from Arise, Rufai, mind yourself, you Rufai, mind yourself. Take off your hand from talking jargon, you and Dr. Abbas or whatever he is abasing himself. After all, anyway, Asari Dukubo said he's gonna take on you. That's your business with Asari Dukubo, okay? Take off your hands from anything concerning Biafra and Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is doing an unbelievable job that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, spiritual father, entrusted in him through God Almighty, and it's established. Biafra is already dusted and done, and there's absolutely nothing any man can do about it. God bless all of you.